Hello everyone, welcome to Grid Live. I'm your host, Eric G. We got some Grid playoff action here tonight in the wild card round. Cardinals, 49ers. I'm here with my man Loaded as we're kicking off here. How are you doing tonight, Loaded?
Doing great, ready for some playoff football, ready to go.
Looking like a windy game here in San Fran as we have 7-mile-per-hour wind coming back at the face of the Arizona Cardinals as the 49ers collect this kick. And he's taken down at the 24-yard line to start this first drive. So we got the 13-3 49ers and the 8-8 Arizona Cardinals. We got the favorite 49ers. Loaded, what do the Cardinals need to do here tonight to come out on top in this game?
The Cardinals got to look like the team that played in the Super Bowl last year. I mean, they turned it on and off all year. Just a lot of inconsistency on that side.
As we come up here, pass to the tight end. Patrick Mahomes goes from 9 yards to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 1 for the San Francisco 49ers.
I think if we want to see a new Cardinals team, there's a good game to start them on. And they played the 49ers twice this year. They should be familiar with this foe.
Absolutely. Definitely as they come out in the single back set. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers to the outside. It's a handoff to Brazil who get 4 yards on the play to the 37, getting a first down for the San Francisco 49ers. I expect to see a lot of Brazil here tonight. He is their main option. He is an electric back in the backfield.
Yeah, their running game is lead over there in San Fran.
As we're talking, he's taking that one to the house. Oh, 20, 10, oh, no. And the tracks him down. I spoke a little bit too soon there. I got a little bit too excited. I saw Brazil get to the outside. I didn't think anyone was catching him, but the safety came in there and made a play.
I mean, it's still a great run to start this game. 62 yards on the ground already for them, and Mahomes hasn't even had to throw more than one ball, actually.
So we come out in the shotgun set, take another handoff here. He's stopped behind the line. Briggs is stopped behind the line for a -1 yards. You see Brazil come out of the game there. He's getting a little tired, getting a little winded, catch his breath. The backup comes in and loses a yard.
Yeah, the main backup in TJ Logan, I think, is hurt for San Fran, who had 450 yards on the season. So Briggs is going to be the change of pace for tonight, I believe.
I know that name, TJ Logan. If anyone watched NBL Live, they should know who TJ Logan is. As Patrick Mahomes goes for 3 yards on that play, bringing 3rd and goal up to the 4. I'd like to see the San Francisco 49ers get 7 out of here. They get a big rush by Brazil, and then it's little to nothing since they've gotten to the red zone. The Cardinals are holding up strong.
Yeah, I definitely think that right now, if this Cardinals team is able to hold them to 3 here, it's going to be huge. You let them get down the field, but if you're confident enough to get a stop here, then you might be all right.
We get a run here by Brazil. He's looking to get in the end zone, and yes, he does. That's 6 points there for the San Francisco 49ers, pending next extra point for 7.
That's horrible play by the defense. The guy through the offensive line and just misses him in the backfield, which should have been a play for a loss of yards rather than a touchdown.
Very questionable defensive call there by the 49ers, by the Cardinals, sorry, excuse me. But yes, very questionable defensive call there. I saw only 3 down linemen. You got to think Brazil's on the field. You got to think he's getting the ball in that situation. As this kick goes out of the end zone, bringing them up to 25-yard line on a touchback. Arizona's got to answer here. The defense looked very sloppy out there. They didn't look interested. They got to answer here on offense.
Yeah, we definitely want to see something early from the Cardinals. Maybe they attack with their own running game and David Johnson, who's an absolute beast, even though he's had kind of a down year this season.
We've definitely seen a downtick as the ball goes to David Johnson here in the first play, and he only gets 1 yard. But we've definitely seen a downtick in the amount of carries David Johnson's getting, especially this season. Bananas just doesn't seem that he's living with the passing game, and he's not really looking at David Johnson.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily know why. Their passing offense isn't that great either. You might want to find a little bit of a balance that works.
I know they've had injuries at the quarterback position, but they haven't gotten out. They haven't gotten away from the game plan. As they step up in the pocket, look over the middle. Octavian, got the ball, and he brings it up to the 37-yard line. That's a big play, and we have an injury timeout on the field. I didn't see who went down on that play, but Octavian making a huge play to start the game. The Cardinals, big-time wide receiver for 37 yards.
I mean, that's a great throw right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. They noticed the cover two. They looked right over the middle of the field, and Vincent found his man in Octavian. They love this guy in Arizona. They think he is a huge help. He's a huge safety blanket for Vincent, the young quarterback, only in his second year in the grid. Look here as the tight end switches from right to left. The handoff to David Johnson up the middle. He's tackled there, 32-yard line, gaining 5 on the play, bringing up a 2nd and 5 on the 32-yard line.
That's a good run right there by David Johnson. And trust me, you want to keep the ball on the ground against this 49ers team. They're an aggressive defense, loves to get interceptions, with multiple linebackers having double-digit picks on the season.
Absolutely. Reuben Foster has been playing absolutely insane for the San Francisco 49ers. He is everywhere on the field, tackling, getting interceptions. It's a huge player on this defense. He's the main player. As they come out in the shotgun set, David Johnson to the right. He's looking. Oh, and he finds Ali right there, 21-yard line. Vincent, 2 for 2, 48 yards. He's starting off early. He's getting a little bit of a rhythm here. I'd love to see them get Ali involved. It's a speedster out there.
Yeah, and that's a good play by the quarterback there. Don't let the pressure get you nervous. You don't have to run out of the pocket. Stand there, trust your blockers, and try and make a throw before the pressure really gets there.
That's definitely something we see in the grid a little quite often. People get a little trigger happy. They like to get to the outside with their quarterbacks and get them hit. As Johnson takes this one to the outside and gets the first down up to the 10-yard line. That looked like it could have gone for 6, but no. David Johnson getting a little bit older. He's losing a little bit of speed as he gets older.
I mean, let's just not the great block by the wide receiver on that side, completely taking the corner out and making sure that there was enough space to at least get the first down on that play.
Absolutely. There's a beautiful block by Octavian out there as they look with the single back set, 2 tight ends, the play action pass, looking over the middle. He rolls out to the left. Ooh, the playmaker up to David Johnson, 4-7. Lane Vincent and David Johnson. David Johnson is a huge threat in the passing game. You always got to look out for him. When there's play action passes.
And that was a great drive for the Arizona Cardinals. Your quarterback's making a lot of great plays, throwing the ball downfield, running game's working. If they can keep it going all night, this is going to be a really good game. Yeah, this is really good. It's itching to be a shootout here in San Francisco as the 49ers receive this kickoff tied 7-7. And number 89, stumbles, and there he's taken down at the 24-yard line to start this drive with 1:44 left here in the first quarter. Looking at this Arizona defense, and I'm seeing Hassan Reddick there at middle linebacker, and he's definitely a dominant force, very, very fast linebacker to look to get to the outside and make sure no one gets too many yards. As they pass over to the tight end at 83, Patrick Mahomes staying strong, staying true to himself. He's not looking to force too many passes. As Tyrann Mathieu comes up with that tackle, but Patrick Mahomes has stayed true to himself. He can't force too many passes, or that would be the downfall of his 49ers and the 49ers team, in my opinion. I mean, I think Patty's going to play the way he plays, and it's an aggressive gunslinging style. It's just on the coaches to keep him smart tonight. There's a handoff to Brazil here right up the middle as he gains about 4 yards on the plays, up to 4 rushes, 70 yards in the game, 2nd and 6 on the 45-yard line. That's a great hole by the offensive line right there. And maybe if he makes a little move on that one guy, I think he's still running right now. As Patrick Mahomes drops back here, he looks over the middle and he finds, big
hit by Maxwell there. Huge hit on the receiver and forcing him to drop that ball. I'm surprised he's getting up right now.
Yeah, that's a huge hit right there, and that's a big play. Let him know if you're going to try and do these short little routes, we're going to come up and we're going to hit you hard.
This Arizona defense definitely has some hard hitters out there. Dion Buchanan, Hassan Reddick out there laying the lumber. Looking at a bunch set wide. As Mahomes drops back, looks over the middle, and he finds Brazil in the passing game, the halfback, on a little vert route. That's a good play. I like that in my opinion. I like getting the halfbacks involved in the passing game, letting them be very, very gadget players.
Yeah, it's a good play right there. Both running backs are going to be a huge part of the game plan tonight, whether it's running or passing the ball.
As he finds Mayo over the middle, and this guy's a speedster. Oh, that little bit of hesitation trying to not go out of bounds, let Tyrann Mathieu catch him. He was very close to taking that one to the end zone as he takes it up 1st and goal on the 9-yard line.
Yeah, these wide receivers can definitely run it out there in open field for the 49ers.
A lot of speedsters out here, and their favorite target is Mayo, that's for sure, as he's over 1,000 yards again this season. As the Brazil just takes it right into the end zone. No one was even contesting him as he walks that right in. Great play by the San Francisco 49ers, and Brazil is having a huge first quarter, already with 2 touchdowns on the game.
I mean, that's just a confusing play by the Cardinals. He's been getting a lot of success running the ball to the outside on those inside zones. He's getting to the outside on them, and even on the stretch plays, he's getting to the outside, and he's running an open field. I don't know how you just force everyone into the box like that.
Yep, absolutely. Got to see a spread. We got to spread out the defensive line, really make him fight through those tackles. Not a huge back. He can fight through the tackles, but it's not his strong suit. His strong suit is getting to the outside and making some plays out there. So I definitely agree. You got to spread out the defensive line and really get something going there with the Arizona Cardinals defense, as their defensive line is getting dominated right now by the offensive line. As they come out, David Johnson receiving the handoff. Always gets a little bit to the outside, and he gets tackled. Gain of 6 on the play, up to the 31-yard line, 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals. I like to see that first down. They'll get the running game going. They really see what they got, because it was working on the first drive. And now I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Lane Vincent here coming out in the pass.
I'm surprised still going to the left. Left tackle's out for the game after injury on your first drive.
Oh, big play, interception by number 90. And he takes that up to the 32. That's Anthony Walker Jr. Huge.
And that's his 12th on the season.
Yep, that's another great linebacker on this team. Anthony Walker Jr., another guy linebacker out there that has the speed to cover the tight ends, has the speed to get out there in the zones and really make big plays, and him and Reuben Foster have done that all season.
I mean, these guys combined for over 22 interceptions, 140 tackles. They're definitely beasts for the team.
To the outside, he's 10-5, touchdown. Brazil is already at 3 touchdowns, and we're not even out of the first half. We're just starting the second quarter. He's looking at a huge game today if the Arizona Cardinals do not figure something out on defense.
I mean, when you have a back like that, when you give him the ball off of quick turnovers that give you short fields, he's going to do a lot of nasty things to a defense.
The San Fran kicks the ball off here. Arizona Cardinals, they need to figure out something. That turnover, pick, interception on the last drive. Are we expecting them to look more to the run, or do you think they'll stay true with Lane Vincent in that passing game and let him air it out?
Like I said, I think they need to run the ball, but I think they might want to start going to the right. Your left tackle's out, and you don't want to put too much pressure on that side. Or maybe you kind of catch them off, like catch them confused with the play-action play right here.
As the run on first down basically goes for nothing, maybe gain of 1 yard. Yes, 1 yard on the play up to 2nd and 9 at the 30. They ran to the right side. It didn't really work. The running game isn't really looking. They're not creating too many holes for David Johnson to even get anywhere. So I would not be surprised to see them just ditch the run altogether as they pass here on 2nd down, and they look over and J.J. Nelson, who gets hit and drops the ball. Third and 9 here. This is a passing down. Expecting them to come out in the pass here.
And on that play, he went to the right guy. He just threw it way too late. You had him in the middle of the field himself, and maybe he goes up and gets those quick first down.
Yes, those drags are tough. Always he finds Sauber, the tight end, Eric Sauber, for the first down up to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. That was a scary pass. I saw that go past at least 3 San Francisco 49er defenders, but Lane Vincent found the right zone and really tucked that in there to Sauber for the first down.
That was definitely a great pass.
He's lined up, shotgun set. David Johnson to the left side, look for the screen pass here. And he gets up, chase down, gets up to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 2 here for the Arizona Cardinals. They're finding the yards. They're not doing anything crazy, and they're finding the yards. They're slowly moving down the field, but it's working for them.
I'll tell you what, too. I mean, you have a quarterback here who's showed good and bad. I mean, yeah, he threw it into 3 guys right there, but I feel like he threw it at the perfect time.
Absolutely. He's finding the zones. He's finding the zones of defense. He's reading the zones, and he's really getting involved as David Johnson loses a yard there on the run to the right side. 3rd and 3 here at the 41-yard line. They may be in field goal range here. We have to see how the wind fares for them, but they're definitely looking to get this first down here.
I get that you don't want to give up on the run game. I get it. But after a while, on these short situations when it's not helping you out, stop. You got to stop.
As we get a bunch set to the left side and looking over, he finds Octavian over there for the first down up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. That was just an easy throw. That was a throw that Vincent was very comfortable making. He knew Octavian would come down with the ball even if he got hit right after he caught it. He trusted that man.
Yeah, and he's earned that trust, making a lot of plays this season, and he's already got a couple of good plays in this game.
Shotgun set, David Johnson to the left side, bunch to the right as he gets the handoff. David Johnson finding some room out there, 10-5, touchdown. He did a little shake and bake there. I didn't think he was going to get in the end zone. Shake and bake. He fooled those defenders, really made them look silly on that play to make this 14-7 here after the extra point. 21, I'm sorry, yeah. 14-21.
That's that veteran experience. You may not have the speed that you used to have, but you found the hole, and then you use that experience to know how to make guys miss an open field, and that's a great run by him that came early in the set of downs, 1st and 10, instead of a situation where they can anticipate the run.
Absolutely. It was a great play by David Johnson, a great play by the offensive line, creating that hole, letting him get out there. The wide receivers, great blocking all around. As the 49ers start after a touchback here at the 25-yard line. We'll see. They come out 3 wide receivers here. Brazil in the backfield, single back formation. Kittle to the right side. As Mahomes drives back for the pass, he looks over the corner route and he finds Herring over there for the first down. 5 for 6, 89 yards. 202 total yards on the game already, and we're still in the first half. This 49ers offense is rolling, whether it's through the pass or through the run.
Yeah, they definitely look good right now. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Can't get better than that.
To the right side, but we have a flag on the field. It's probably going to be holding, bringing that back. Yep, on the right tackle, holding, bringing them back to a 1st and 20 here on the 33-yard line.
Yeah, the holding call is big there. Maybe it gives the Cardinals a chance to actually get off the field before they get into the end zone this time.
Tight formation here as Mahomes finds Brazil out of the backfield. He breaks a tackle and goes down at the 41-yard line. That is a gain of 9, bringing them to a 2nd and 11. With 3 minutes left here in this first half, we know that the 49ers got the ball first. You think they're looking to milk the clock a little bit here as they come out in bunch formation, hand it off to Brazil.
I mean, what do you think after that play? They look like they're definitely trying to get down this field and score points. I feel like if that block would have made the other guy miss, he would have ran all the way to the end zone. I don't think they care about time out there in San Fran, and they just want to put points on the board so you can't come back.
And then they're doing a hell of a job at that. They're putting points on the board fast. As Briggs once again gets stopped for no gain, 2nd and 10. The 2 rushes that the backup running back has had has gone for nothing, and Brazil is out there getting yards in bunches.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I expected Brazil to get a lot of carries tonight, but hey, the running game is definitely working for them, and they're loving it right now.
Mahomes drops back, play action pass. He looks over the outside. He finds Herring, and bad tackle as Herring going to take this for a touchdown. 49ers. Oh, that was a... He flew right by him.
Yeah, they are not waiting, Eric. They are not waiting to get those hits, making somebody look that bad in open field.
Yeah, poor tackling job by these Arizona Cardinals as the kick is up, and it's good. 28-14 here. The 49ers are up with 2 minutes and 12 seconds here left in the first half. This is definitely looking like a shootout, but the shootout is where the 49ers are comfortable. They're ready to put up points in bunches.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, a change of scenery has done great things for Patrick Mahomes' career. After struggling for those couple of seasons in Kansas City, he goes to San Fran, and he's a part of a team that looks like it's going to be good for a very long time.
Absolutely, absolutely. It seemed very uncomfortable in Kansas City as he threw a lot of picks, but that didn't shy the 49ers away from going out and grabbing who they thought was their guy in Patrick Mahomes. Vincent shotgun set, Clark to the right side as they hand it off to Clark, and he is stopped for no gain. 2nd and 10 here on the play. 2-minute warning here in the first half. Man, these Cardinals, they have to answer. These 49ers, they have no answer for these 49ers on defense. So they have to continue to score points here, or they're going to be done before the second half even starts.
Yeah, they definitely need to figure out a way to get points. I mean, they're getting downfield in certain plays, but they need to find more of it.
As Vincent's changing a few plays here, shotgun 3, receivers to the right, David Johnson in the backfield, Octavian to the left side. He looks over the middle, and ooh. Questionable throw there by Vincent as he overthrows the little drag, right, that little in route to Ali there. 3rd and 10 here for the Cardinals.
I mean, I'm just grateful that one didn't get picked off if I'm the Cardinals right there. I mean, I understand you want to get your guy involved. Ali has had a quiet first half, and hopefully they can get him more involved in the second half. You don't have to force something there that can be really troublesome if it goes the other way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Vincent with already 1 interception on the day. He almost made it 2 there with that overthrow. As he set up bunch formation here, he drops back, looking, and he goes down. That is Solomon Thomas there on the sack, bringing up a 4th and 12 in a punting situation for the Arizona Cardinals with 1:50 left in this first half. As the San Francisco 49ers call a timeout here.
That's just great defense right there. I feel like he's looking in the middle of the field. If the linebackers just keep pressuring, keeping the guys unavailable to him, and he's just stuck there and has to take the sack.
Yep, absolutely. Great coverage there by the 49ers as the punt is off. Number 89 receives as he's looking. He's got some room there. And he's, little flip there for it's down at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. This is good field position here for these 49ers to get some even more points before this first half is done.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely going to try for the points, too.
Coming out, bunch formation here. Brazil to the left side. That's Herring on the left. And these look... Ooh, that was a dangerous throw by Mahomes. Could have easily been picked off and taken back for 6 as he was looking for Brazil on the screen.
That's great defensive awareness there, and I know he wished he was able to pick that off. And it would be definitely a different game going into the half right now if he would have picked that ball off.
The defensive lineman read the screen all the way. He saw the lineman drop in, and he ran right after that ball. He ran right after Brazil and tried to get that. Mahomes coming out, empty set with... Ooh. Quarterback draw. Jet sweep gone wrong. The ball never handed off. 3rd and 11 here at the 48.
I don't know what they were trying to do there. The guy Mahomes looked confused, like, why do I still have the ball? The miscommunication on offense really cost them here. 3rd and 11.
coming out in the bunch formation. Brazil to the left side. Hurrying on the outside to the left as Mahomes drops back and he finds Mayo, but who's short of the first down, 4th and 1 at the 42-yard line. Arizona calls a timeout, minute 26 left in the first half. They think they can get some points here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give it a shot. If you get a score here and then you go in a half, get the ball again, this game could be tied up real quick, and that would be a confidence booster for the Cardinals, even though they've been getting dominated for most of this first half, in my opinion.
Yep, you have to be aggressive, yet not too aggressive to force a turnover, and then you hurt yourself even more going into the second half. I really look for them to look over the middle more in this passing game. And as the 49ers come out for this 4th down attempt, they're trying to ice this. They're trying to get through to the second half, maybe get some points here. As Juszczyk gets that first down,
golly,
6 yards up to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
He only needed 1 yard right there, and he was looking for a lot more. That's an aggressive play by the fullback there. And it's gutsy. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have called a play like that, but it worked for them, so can't complain.
That's definitely a gambling call. We've seen a lot of 4th and 1 plays gone wrong as the 49ers look for the halfback on the screen, and he goes right out of bounds, 33-yard line. It's questionable. I think if he makes a move there, he can get some yards and maybe get in the end zone there. I'm very confused as to why he went out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, if the idea is to keep time on the clock, you still have 2 timeouts as well. You could have juked inside, tried to get a little bit more yards, make it a more manageable 2nd down and 3rd down after this play. I don't know. It's a silly idea to go out of bounds. You haven't had any fumbling trouble this game so far.
Yep, with 2 timeouts, I'm expecting him to stay in bounds and really try to get as many yards as he can. As Mahomes comes out in the pistol formation, comes out with handing it off to Brazil, going up the middle, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line with 3 yards, 8 rushes, 126 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Brazil. And that's in the first half. We're not even out of the first half yet, ladies and gentlemen. Brazil is going off.
Yeah, Brazil is definitely playing well, and they're sticking to this rushing attack.
Brazil with the handoff again. Is he looking for the outside? And he gets stopped there for 3 yards as 4th and 7 here for the San Francisco 49ers as they line up for this field goal attempt.
I will say I'm a little disappointed by that drive. You went for it on 4th down, you took a risk. I would think you'd give your quarterback, who's made some great passes tonight, a chance to put another score on the board. Instead, you run it 3 times basically because the screen went for nothing too.
Oh man, I think their strategy, they just wanted to get points out of that drive. They probably couldn't have gotten the field goal due to the wind on that 4th down attempt. So I'm not surprised to see that as we have a flag on this kick return. Probably going to come back for holding. Yep. I was thinking either holding or illegal block in the back, but that's mostly the penalties you see on kick return.
I mean, it wasn't a great return, but I think that kills any idea of them trying to go for his hair.
Absolutely. Only 26 seconds left on the 18-yard line. No timeouts. That pretty much kills any hope of getting any points here before half. As they still come out shotgun set, I think they're going to try to pass this ball and try to get something. As Vincent looks over the middle, he finds Ali for the first. Oh no, Ali dropped it. Oh, all right. So 2nd and 10.
That was a risky throw for sure.
I thought he was going to go to the post over the middle to Octavian and get a little bit more of the safer route, but he wanted the big play. As they come out shotgun set here, I think they're going to and a handoff to David Johnson. Tried to play a little trick, come out in the shotgun and hope that they would not look for the run.
Yeah, see, now they're trying to say, let's just get into the half, let's not make this any more of a mess than it already is. Almost throwing the pick there when you threw it to the guy on the lap play before that, so, get it together.
Yeah, Vincent's very, 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 ever since he threw that interception, he's come off with these little shakies. Now he's looking for the big plays. He's trying to get back into this ballgame. This is the kickoff. Number 86 breaks a tackle and he brings it up to the 28-yard line. We will start the Arizona Cardinals drive to start the second half. Down 31-14 here to the 49ers.
Yeah, I think that they should definitely try, maybe get him, if you want to give the ball to Ali, try and get him in a deep shot to start the drive right now. Fake him out with a play action and catch him off guard.
So as they go play action here. And they, a little overthrow there on the drag by Vincent. He's looking a little shaky, like I said, after the interception. He hasn't been the same quarterback that we saw when he was throwing the ball. He's getting downfield and scoring and getting in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a horrible throw right there. I mean, the PAF quick is, hoping to get Ali on the other side, but he's not open. You have a guy in the middle of the field, get a couple of yards, and he just cannot make the throws.
Vincent is, as we come out, single back set, 2 tight ends. And we see a counter play here with David Johnson as he just runs right into his offense's left tackle and just gets caught right there for a loss of 1 down to 28. 3rd and 11 here for these Arizona Cardinals who cannot afford to punt this ball.
I don't know what the coaches said at halftime, but whatever they said did not work. The first 2 plays of this drive have been horrible, from a bad throw to a veteran running back not knowing how to find the huge hole in the middle of the field that he had after he went forward. He just runs into his guy. This is miserable right now, and they need to make something happen on this 3rd down play.
Absolutely. They're coming out in the shotgun. We got 2 tight ends. David Johnson rolling out to the right as he's looking, finds Sober. We have flag on the play, and we have holding on DJ Humphries. That is huge. And
you make a good play for that to happen. Absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely. They got the first down, but it's brought back because of holding as the flag was thrown right after the pass went off. So 2 more seconds and they give Vincent a first down. But we have 3rd and 21 here from the 18-yard line. Let's see what these Cardinals have in store for us. We got Nelson, Octave on the left, Saubert and Ali on the right. Vincent's looking. He looks for Saubert, and that should have been picked off. Reuben Foster was looking to go get another pick on the season. But now 4th and 21. The Cardinals are going to have to punt here.
Yeah, extremely risky throw there. I mean, it's 3rd and 21. Maybe you don't even take a shot there, the ball, and know that you're going to punt it no matter what on 4th down. And hopefully your defense can do a little bit better than your offense can to start the half.
Nice was taken down at the 32-yard line, starting this San Francisco 49ers drive. The 49ers have been in control pretty much this whole game, and I don't see any notice of that stopping at all. Brazil is just absolutely giving the big sack by Peterson as he hits Patrick Mahomes and drops him hard.
And maybe that's why they've been running the ball so much. The Cardinals want to come get him. They hit like that, golly.
A hit like that, I'm surprised Mahomes is getting up. That was a huge hit by Peterson as they come out single back, 2 tight ends, Brazil in the backfield as they hand the ball off to Brazil, and he has a lane. He's past the 50, he's past the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. No one's stopping him. Touchdown 49ers. What a game by Brazil. His 4th touchdown on the game, and honestly, we've seen some crazy things. I do not see the Cardinals coming back in this game. I think that touchdown just sealed the victory, and I'm calling it early.
I'm very sorry for saying that they should have dropped back on that last drive with Mahomes. I mean, if you can have that guy do that every time you hand the ball off to him, keep doing it. Just keep giving him the ball.
Absolutely. Yeah, Brazil is something else. I see why the 49ers love him so much and why he's so highly accoladed in here in the grid. It's amazing to see this guy run the football like he does.
Don't get me wrong, I picked 49ers to win this game, and I think they're going to continue to dominate and win this game. But coming into the game, I thought it was going to be a lot closer. I thought they were going to have to find a way to throw the ball in this Arizona defense, not waltz into the end zone on all these runs.
Absolutely. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a tougher day for Brazil. I didn't think he was going to come out here and dominate the way he has. But, man, he proved us wrong. As they're looking downfield, Ali, tiny. He was off.
You can't miss him on that one.
Just a hair. Vincent off by a hair. Ali was looking at the end zone. He said, I got him. Might have slowed up just a little bit. Vincent with the overthrow. That was huge.
Yeah, that's just a poor job by the quarterback. I'm getting a guy who was wide open.
Vincent is definitely having a rough day here, as J.J. Nelson brings the ball up to the 35-yard line, 3rd and inches here for these Arizona Cardinals as they are looking to try to score. J.J. Nelson again in the flag gets the first down. Honestly, I'm surprised. He's dropped a few today. I'm surprised he held on to that one with how hard he got hit.
I mean, Lane is still a young quarterback, and maybe he's just in a sophomore slump right now. But your team fought to get in the playoffs, and you just expect more from the young quarterback right now.
Absolutely. Man, Vincent in his 2nd year had a great rookie season, won Rookie of the Year, and I just haven't seen the same spark from him this season as he completes the pass to Ali up to the 41-yard line on the corner route, bringing up a 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals. I just haven't seen the same spark from him that I saw last season in his rookie season where he won Rookie of the Year.
It's a mixed bag. Sometimes it looks like the confident guy who threw all over teams last year and led a strong offense, and other times it just doesn't look good at all.
That was a broken play from the jump as they tried to find Ali on the wide receiver screen, and they were unable to as the play was blown up right away. Vincent is looking, he's rolling out, playmaker up the field, and he can't find Saubert there, looking downfield on the sideline as Vincent overthrows him on the run.
There's just been too many of those tonight. I mean, you see these guys, they're in open field. You get them to make the guy lose a guy as he tries to come down to the quarterback and make sure you don't run off. You got to throw that ball correctly.
Vincent, he looks visibly upset. And you could tell why. He's having a tough outing here against these 49ers. He goes down once again. Solomon Thomas with his 2nd sack on the game, bringing up a 4th and 22. I saw him. He was looking down at Taven. He knew he saw the cover 1. He knew he had that stop and go, and he was looking him down, but not enough time. Solomon Thomas got to him.
And, when you can watch your offense points on the board and the defense gets stops, everyone's making each other happy on that sideline right now, and they look like they're going to have an easy time going through the rest of this game and advancing to the next round of the playoffs.
These 49ers are tough. They're a tough team to play. They're a tough team all around. Defensively, offensively, they wear you down little by little. Scoring points and creating turnovers, they wear you down. And I would not be surprised if I see them representing the NFC in the Super Bowl.
I mean, with the win here, we're guaranteed a brand new Super Bowl. There's no Colts in the playoffs this time around, and now the team they beat to win that Super Bowl is going to be knocked out by the team that they beat last year in the NFC Championship game.
Very, very, very curious struggles from the Indianapolis Colts this season, I might add. That team was been so dominant in the AFC South over the years. They've won that division so many times in such a tough division, and to see them not in the playoffs this year, it's honestly weird to me. I can't believe it.
Yeah, definitely a shock there. San Fran just keeps moving here. I mean, it's too easy. You're all in on them running the ball. You think, hey, we got to stop the run, and now they're going to throw the ball on you and say, hey, Mahomes can do it too. Just pick your poison.
And if the 49ers were to come out on top after the end of this game and win this game, we'll see a very interesting matchup of the San Francisco 49ers versus the Dallas Cowboys, and I think that will be a huge game. I think that will definitely be a crazy game to see.
Yeah, Cowboys are another strong team that's turned a lot of heads this year as of coming off of a not-so-great season last year and been a dominant team in the NFC East for this season.
I see the 49ers and the Cowboys, and I see them very similar in the way that they have their offenses built around the run. There's a very, very run-heavy team in both teams. They love to get the ball on the ground and really let their halfbacks go to work and throw the ball off their run games or play action. So I'm really interested. I'm really interested to see them. Both tough defense. Interested to see how that game plays out if the 49ers close this one out here.
It should definitely be a good one. I mean, I know we're counting Arizona out, but I don't think they appreciate that right now as they try and get this 39 stop.
Yeah. Oh, and the pick there by Havner as he comes up with the play there. The Arizona Cardinals are coming out here and they're saying, don't count us out yet. We're still in this game. There's still another quarter of football to be played. But I still don't see it happening. I think this is wishful thinking here. And I think the 49ers will end up winning this one.
Well, you know what? Let's give them a shot, you know? If Vision comes out and he plays strong and defense gets a couple more turnovers, maybe something happens.
Vincent's getting chased down. He's out to throw the ball away. There was no time there for Vincent. He finished the play action. There was already a man right in his face as the Cardinals get a 2nd and 10 here from the 30-yard line.
That might have been one of his best throws all night. I mean, other than overthrowing guys, you know, forcing the ball into people who are covered by 3 different guys, just throwing it away, avoiding the sack. That might have been his best throw all night. I think I'm going to have to pick that one.
Smartest play of the day from Lane Vincent for sure. As he sets up here, dropping back, looking, and goes down once again. Solomon Thomas, 3 sacks on the day, coming up huge for this defense.
Yeah, I guess, well, the fight that they were supposed to have isn't here.
As we end the 3rd quarter, heading into the 4th quarter, 3rd and 18 from the 22-yard line for the Arizona Cardinals, down 38-14.
Yeah, this is ought to come and try and score in the 4th quarter.
Man, this is a huge down if the Cardinals even want to have anyone think that they can come back in this game. As he goes right off to David Johnson. Gets close, but he does not get the first down as they come up heavy. They're rushing heavy to the line. They want to get this first down. They want to catch them off guard. It's 4th and 2 here for the Cardinals. They line up 3 to the right, 1 to the left. David Johnson in the backfield. He's looking across, looking, and he throws an interception right to Reuben Foster. He saw the man over the middle, maybe waited just a little bit too long, should have caught him right on his route, and he throws it.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to go for it in that situation, but again, now, all you did was make Reuben tied up with Antoine, and they got 12 picks apiece on the season.
Yep. Anthony Walker Jr. and Reuben Foster are absolute. They're maybe the best 1-2 linebacker combination in the grid.
I will say a really underrated thing that San Fran has done all day is take away Ali. I mean, he led this team with 71 receptions on the season, and he's been an almost complete non-factor in this game. And it's extremely disappointing to lead your team in receptions and in touchdowns and just not be there in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and I think that's a credit to the pressure that the 49ers have been getting. Solomon Thomas has been out there, and he's been getting pressure all game with everyone else on the defensive line and really creating a havoc for Lane Vincent, who just looked out of it all game.
Yeah, they definitely have done the right things all over the place on defense. 3rd and inches, and we're punting.
3rd and inches, and we're bringing out the punt team. And there's a timeout by the San Francisco 49ers. I think that may have been a mistake. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on that sideline. Somebody must have messed up on the sideline with counting the downs. 1, 2, 3, 4, gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, there's 4 downs in football. You get 4. So you can still come out here, run a play, and you'll be all right. Don't worry, they're not going to get the ball back. We come out I formation here. Ooh, Mahomes dropping back as he looks for Juszczyk, and it goes right over Juszczyk's head. It's 4th and inches now, and they don't even come out on the punt. They're looking for the field goal.
I guess maybe they really did want to just kick all. He didn't even wait for that play to develop at all. I know the blitz is coming, but it seemed like he had good protection there and could have made a better pass.
So as the kick is up, and it is good as the 49ers extend their lead 41-14. And I think that's about it. I think we can call it now. I think we can call this game. I think the 49ers have wrapped this one up.
I don't know, man. You know what? I'm still gonna say maybe they're gonna do something, just to make the end of the season look a little bit better. Put at least another touchdown on the board, something.
Gotta have they gotta give something momentum heading into next season. This is a division rival. The Cardinals have to do something. They can't go out like this to a division rival who they know they have to play twice next season. As Lane Vincent does not hook up with Octavian as that ball is dropped, 2nd and 10. Josh, you excited for Infinity Wars here?
I mean, the trailers keeping. I'm ready. I'm ready to see Thanos destroy Wakanda.
My biggest problem is that they decided to schedule this movie the same time as the NFL draft. How do you feel about that?
Eric, listen, you're a grown man now, all right? You're going to stay home and you're going to watch the draft and have some respect for yourself. Go to the movies on a Friday afternoon while no one's there and enjoy the movie without having 32 million kids in the theater with you. Yelling and screaming, pretending they watched all those cartoons when they were younger, and you're going to enjoy yourself.
Oh, that sounds like a plan to me. That absolutely sounds like a plan to me. There's all the Marvel franchise has just been absolutely amazing. I'm really excited for this movie, and
I mean, maybe you don't want to watch the draft because you don't want to watch the Bengals draft the next guy who's going to go to jail or whatever, but I mean,
as
it's what it is.
Comes up with the improbable catches, he takes it up to the 11-yard line as the Cardinals are trying to do something. At least they're trying to do something and watch the Bengals slander. We don't need that here. We don't need that.
Vision made got around a little bit on that play and was able to make a throw. I'm impressed by that, so I got to take it back. That was probably his best throw of the night, even though that was in way too much coverage right there.
You got Marvel on the brain, man. It's Vincent, not Vision. I'm not talking about Vision here, okay?
Hey, you started the conversation. It's all your fault.
As they just scored a touchdown here right over the middle to their wide receivers, the Cardinals, they scored. They scored another touchdown, making this look better than it was. With 3:48 left, they get a stop, score another touchdown. It looks like they were in this game.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook for averaging a triple-double back-to-back seasons.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. You got 16 rebounds tonight? Wow. What a guy.
He had like 12 going into the second half.
Of course he did. As the failed two-point conversion leads to an onside kick here attempt for the Cardinals. As the 49ers.
This game isn't over, man. This game is not over.
No, they're trying to not make it over. They're fighting. I'll give them that. I'll give the Cardinals that. They're fighting for sure. As the onside kick is recovered by the San Francisco 49ers up to they'll start their drive at the 44-yard line. Let's see what they do here. I expect them to just run the ball, try to run this clock out. But I also expect the Cardinals to not give up. They're probably going to use all 3 of those timeouts if it comes down to it.
Oh, yeah, they're going to fight to the very end. I mean, they weren't happy to see that they were picked as the underdog for this game, and they wanted to prove everyone wrong. And sometimes it's hard to do that, but you got to still fight.
Absolutely. It's not like everyone picked against them. Not everyone picked against them. Shout out Z-Star. He did not pick against them. He picked the Cardinals in this game. He's not looking too smart, but I like that he had faith in them.
Yeah, Star. Everyone's an idiot from the 49ers, and they're winning by 21 points.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man. Bananas is known, man. I've played Bananas many times. I know what he does. I just don't think that this Arizona Cardinals team, it's not Bananas. I just don't think this Arizona Cardinals team is enough to really compete. I think last year was a fluke year. I think he got some luck. He had that NBL run going while he also had this grid run going, and then it just all fell apart.
Yeah, but he'll definitely be back. You know, you give an off-season chance to improve this team that is still pretty good. I mean, you do have a lot of veteran guys, and they're going to figure something out. I think they'll be competing with this 49ers team again next season.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to even get in the playoffs at 8-8 is gotta be, that's a very competitive NFC division out there, like NFC conference out there. There was many 8-8 teams. They got in on the tiebreaker, but I definitely think they'll be back competing here next season. I don't think they'll compete with the 49ers as that was not Brazil. I had to look. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if he was in the game. That was Briggs who got the ball, took it up 14 yards, and ended up getting injured on that play.
It was definitely a weird situation in the NFC in terms of us. I would have probably liked to see the Falcons play this 49ers team rather than the Cardinals. I think they would have been a better, opponent for them here.
I mean, I could see why you would think that, but also, like, my biggest concern right now is that I'm seeing all these injury timeouts, and Brazil is still on the field. This man, if this man goes down, I give them no shot at the Super Bowl. If he goes down long term, I'm getting the 49ers out of here. I'm giving them no shot for the Super Bowl. I think they should really take him out of this game with it so out of hand.
Yeah, I definitely don't understand why he's still playing football right now. You see the Cardinals, they're trying to force a fumble or get somebody hurt. They are hitting hard, and they are definitely not happy to be down this much. So you need to get Brazil out of this game.
To the outside, and they're trying to strip him. They're trying to get that ball out of his hands as he takes another hit. 19 rushes, 215 yards, and 4 touchdowns for Brazil. I can't believe that the Cardinals had no answer for Brazil tonight. It's just, it's unbelievable.
I mean, he's dominant. That's what it is. When you're one of the top backs in the league, this is what your team expects from you.
Brazil takes another big hit as Havner comes in with the tackle. Or was that Havner who just got hurt? Conundrum. But now, yeah, Brazil taking more big hits. I'm completely surprised he is still in this game.
I guess the 49ers thinks it keeps him fresh. The more hits he takes, the more ready he'll be for next week.
Same thing with their star wide receiver, Audrey Mayo, still on the field, taking hits. I guess they don't believe in depth or backups in San Francisco. They're just like, this was play the starters. All game, every game.
There's who got you here, keep them in. Whatever, I guess. If it's working for them, when they get the big injury, we'll say I told you so. Until then, let them do their thing.
Absolutely. I'm hoping I can say I told you so by the end of this game. As Brazil takes it to the left side and scores another touchdown, just for good measure. He said, you're a divisional rival, and let's keep you down. 5 touchdowns on the game for that man. Oh man.
That's just unacceptable. I mean, get him off the field. 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns on the game. That's almost over 240 yards. Almost 240 yards. Oh man, Brazil is having a day. And is that David Johnson on kick return duties? What's going on in the NFC West? I just want to know.
Running backs are scoring 5 touchdowns in games in the NFC West. That's what's happening right now. You have
their
backups.
Star players stay on the field in blowouts, return kicks. Oh man, this is as David Johnson takes the ball to the outside and gets stopped for nothing. Loses 1 yard, 2nd and 11 to the 24-yard line. They hit the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter of this game, with the San Francisco 49ers leading 48-20.
Man, this game has been definitely a strange one, but those points at the end of the game for the 49ers, just mean. At that point, you're just rubbing it in.
That was so mean. Taven gets blown up on that pass, dropping another ball. Vincent has gotten no luck with his receivers holding onto footballs today. It's absolutely outstanding.
I mean, he is setting them up for some big hits. If he wants to blame them, by all means, but they've been wide open on certain plays and you haven't hit them. So now you're setting them up to die?
Oh, the blitz came in and Vincent went down. We got another
or maybe your offensive
timeout.
line is setting you up to die too. Doesn't seem like any camaraderie on this offense for the Cardinals right now.
Honestly, with all these sacks, you gotta look. You gotta keep your halfback in. You gotta do something to get this offense, to get Vincent some time to even, because he had receivers getting open on that play. He just needs another 2 seconds as they go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 17.
Maybe the Cardinals should have started running the clock.
Oh man, that was definitely an option. As Vincent is rolling out, he's looking, and almost intercepted once again. It's a turnover on downs. I'm hoping that we see the 49ers just kneel this one out, but you never know.
They definitely are going to kneel it out here.
All right, they are coming out in the kneel. They're not too much of a villain. They're just a little bit. Oh, that's huge. That's a huge injury as we see Anthony Walker Jr. go out with broken ribs because he was still in the game.
Yeah, he was one of the top tackles on your team, one of the turnover machines, just because you wanted to continue to add insult to injury.
As the 49ers finally kneel this one out. All right, so definitely going into the end of this game, player of the game is by far David Brazil. If you really look at his number.
Yeah, he's getting a player of the game and a piss test when he gets back to the locker room for sure after this game.
Absolutely, David Brazil absolutely just outmatched this entire Cardinals defense. Him and this offensive line of the 49ers really came out and showed out and really maybe struck some fear into their future opponents down the line. We'll see what happens here. They'll definitely be game planning for Brazil and definitely watching those outside runs that he took most of them to the house.
100%. If you're playing the Cardinals in the next round or at any point in the playoffs,
49ers.
Stop the run.
Yeah, if you're playing the 49ers, plan for that run, force Mahomes to pass. There's your game plan. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here for Grid Live as we finish this game with the 49ers moving on to the divisional round by a score of 48-20. Thank you for coming out and come back again, man. We'll be here next week. So that's for me. I'm Eric G. That's Loaded, and we're out, man. Come back next week for Grid Live.
Peace out.